Today, guys, I wanted to talk about daily compound profits for dummies. Some people are not the sharpest tool in the shed, guys. Recently, I was having quite a heated argument with somebody who just didn't understand compounding. I had to bite my tongue a lot because I wanted to call him all kinds of things regarding being an idiot and stuff, not the sharpest tool in the shed. He couldn't even understand the basic concept of compounding. So there I was, talking to him over a beer, and I told him about this compounding effect. And I showed him the quote by Einstein, and I showed him the calculations on both websites, the Compound Daily website, which is there. And I showed him this calculation, what's possible if you manage to get 1.05% profit on $1,000 compounded daily, and for 2 years, and reinvesting 100%. And I showed him it, and it brought up the results. Let's go. There you go. Brought up over $2 million. And he's saying to me, no, hang on a minute. So he goes on his phone and he goes in his chat GPT and he puts in some weird instructions to give to chat GPT. And chat GPT tells him that he would make $20 profit from $1,000 compounded daily for 2 years. And I said, you've instructed it wrong. They said, no, my chat GPT is never wrong, and he would not accept it. So I told him to go to this website on his own phone, plug in the numbers, and he said, no, well, that website's probably for crypto, isn't it? And it's trying to lure people into crypto. Well, actually, this website has nothing to do with crypto at all. This is for investors and whatnot. Yeah, he thinks this website is designed for me and other people like me to get people into crypto. What an idiot. I'm sorry. I promised I wouldn't call him out as an idiot. Anyway, let's just say not the sharpest tool in the shed. And there's the other website as well. This one, which has nothing at all to do with this website, and he's calling them both wrong. I showed him the results. $1.05, 2 years, compounded daily. All right. So even that is agreeing with this. Yeah? Yeah? So, compounding. Yes, you can make a lot of money by compounding. Now, let me do a deep dive, all right? Because I do have to explain this a lot to people. It gets quite annoying if they don't get it. It's very, very simple, all right? We take $1,000, all right? And we use that $1,000 to make 1.05% profit every single day. But day one, you make $10.50, which is 1.05% of $1,000. All right? Now, on day two, the second day, that's 24 hours, you've now got $1,010.50. You are now taking that number and you are adding 1.05% to it again. You are not adding 1.05% to 1,000 every day. You are compounding. You're adding it on. You're adding the profit on every day and reinvesting it all to make more and more. It's compounding, it's building, it's going up. Here's the chart of what happens. Yeah, starts off small in the beginning. Look, this is the months. This is not days. This is the months. After 12 months, you're up to $45,000. And look how exponential it goes after that. Alright? This stuff is not made up. Alright? Now, speaking to my friend here. It's tiring. Right. And he told me that I could only possibly make $20 profit in 2 years with Cryptohopper using this compounding. And I actually took $630 and turned it into $25,000 while taking money out along the way, while enduring market crashes along the way. I still turned just $630 into $25,000. And I had some bags left at the end of the bull run as well. Some of those bags I've still got. But I took out 25k altogether. He's even seen my crypto wallets, my hardware wallets. You know, he's seen the money in there. So it doesn't compute to me how he can say, no, mate, my chat GPT tells me it's only $20 profit in 2 years. Well, okay. Let's put 630 in there. Let's calculate it. Alright. I could have had 129,000. No, 1,290,000 if there was no crashes, if I had not taken any money out, and if I had achieved 1.05% average profit per day. But obviously with crashes, you're not going to get that every single day. Sometimes you're going to get 0%. Doesn't matter. As long as you're compounding nicely, you can make some big money. Alright? Now, his calculation in his ChatGPT, it must have been way down. Something like that. Let's have a look. Alright, I mean, even that is like way more profit than his ChatGPT calculated. Look at that tiny percentage there per day. $7.29. All right, so let's double that up to 2.5. All right, there's $14. Make that 2.7, 2.8. I want to get this closer to what he came up with his magical chat GPT that he instructed incorrectly. 0.003. Why is it not calculating 14 day? Has this crashed? Has the internet gone off or something? No, the internet's still there. Right, 630 and 30. 0.003% over 730 days for 2 years, reinvesting everything the next day. Calculate. Alright, still only comes to 14. Alright, so maybe this number needs to go up. Alright. I'm trying to get this to that $20. It's getting there, isn't it? But you can see my point, can't you, guys? He thinks, according to his chat GPT, that I could only make actually less than $20 because I started with $630 in the last bull run. He's talking about $1,000. All right, that gives me $29 profit at just that compounded daily. All right, so he's absolutely, oh, don't make me say it, not the sharpest tool in the shed, guys. He's a couple of cans short of a six-pack. Yeah, and he is adamant that I cannot make more than $20 profit in 2 years. I said to him, do you actually really think I would pay X amount of dollars for Cryptohopper every single month just to make $20 in profit in 2 years? Are you really that stupid? I pay, what, $129 a month right now for the hero plan, and I'm doing that just to make $20 profit in 2 years. Oh my God, some people. Do you know what he suffers from? Ooh. There we go. The Dunning-Kruger effect is a cognitive bias in which people with limited knowledge or competence, basically idiots, yeah, in a given domain greatly overestimate their own knowledge or competence in that domain. So basically, he's got no idea about compounding, he's got no idea how to give ChatGPT correct prompts to make calculations, and he's overestimating his intelligence, obviously, by 1,000%, right? This happens because a lack of self-awareness and low cognitive ability. There you go. Low cognitive ability. It's not my fault he's an idiot, right? Prevents them from accurately assessing their own skills. The effect is named after the psychologists David Dunning and Justin Kruger, who first described it in 1999. So it's an actual thing, guys. All right? Now, imagine my friend is arguing with Albert Einstein. He's calling Albert Einstein wrong. Now, whether you use the word interest or profit is the same thing, doesn't matter. Albert Einstein once described compound interest as the eighth wonder of the world, saying, "He who understands it, clearly not my friend, earns it. He who doesn't pays for it. Compound interest is when the interest one earns on a principal balance is reinvested." And that's the key point here. Reinvested and generates additional interest. So you're making profit on your profit on your profit on top of your profit on top of your profit on top of your initial balance and your initial balance and your new initial balance and your new initial balance, right? This is all here. 2 separate websites. I implore you, if you are the person I was speaking to recently, in person, not online, in person, all right? Get an education, mate. Don't be calling me wrong or an idiot just because you don't understand it. Right? Dunning-Kruger. Cognitive bias. I don't understand it, so therefore you're wrong. Oh my God. Oh. Rant over, guys. I'm not going to talk about him anymore. Anyway. Right. So there was another matter I wanted to address as well, because it is related to this compounding stuff. I was asked a question about all of this. Now, in this calculator here, I'm putting in $1,000 there because I've got $1,000 in my Binance, for example. All right, and I'm getting an average of 1.05%. If you work it out long term, you divide all the results into a daily average, you get 1.05. Some days you could get up and you can come to the bot 24 hours after running it for the first time, and you might see 3%. That's okay. That adds to it all as well. That's brilliant. Some days you'll come down and you see, you look on your computer and you go, oh, didn't make anything today. Didn't lose anything, but didn't make anything today. That's okay too, because that one day where you made that 3% will make up for 3 bad days at 0%. All right? And you'll get 5% days. You get 1% days. You get 0% days. You get 0.5% days. It's a mixed bag. But if you take all those percentages calculated, right, and you take them and you average them out with my secret sauce settings, you'll get 1.05% profit per day. And that equates to just over 31% profit per month. But we're compounding this daily. All right? Compounding daily is very, 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 very powerful, and it works. I've proven it in the last bull run, and I'm proving it now. All right. Now, the other question that I got, a good question on Skype from one of my referrals. He's not an idiot who suffers from the Dunning-Kruger. He's just asking a genuinely good question. Are we using a full $1,000 to make that 1.05% profit? No, we're not, guys. We're using around a quarter of it. We're using around $250 to $300 of our $1,000 to generate that 1.05% on top of $1,000. Let me explain further. I told you it was a deep dive. All right, so we've got $1,000. Now we take $300 or maybe $250 of that, and we keep $750 or $700 of that in reserve. We don't use it. We're keeping it in reserve to handle any DCA opportunities. All right. Now, let me just put that number back there. So on the first day we make $10.50, but to make that $10.50, we've only used around $250 or $300 of our capital. And obviously some positions are going to still be open. Some will have sold. All right, but you should be looking at, on an average day, average, keyword here, is 1.05% profit. Now that 1.05% profit didn't come from that 1,000. It came from a third or a quarter of that 1,000. So here I am in the paper trading bot. All right, as you can see, there's only $950 there out of $1,000. So that means to me, I know there's approximately $50 in open positions right now. It hasn't had time to open new positions yet. I only just started this bot this morning, and 4 hours ago to be precise. All right, so has it made any profits yet? No, not yet. It's only been running 4 hours, and already you can see some positions are down in the red, and that's okay, that's fine, it happens. All right, and some positions are in the green. Now, once all I think I've got 25 positions allowed in this, so it might open another 20 positions, right? Once it gets to those 20 positions at $10 in each positions, right, so we'll have 25 open positions, it will not open any more positions. All right, and I've done that in the config deliberately because I'm protecting my capital. All right, so buy settings, there you go, 25 open positions maximum in play at the same time. All right, now back to the dashboard. Oh, in this paper trading bot, I'm allowing it to open positions with only 1% of my total capital, and that is $10. As you can see there, it's approximately $10. All right, so the USDT amount per order, it'll buy $10 of Bitcoin, $10 of Ethereum, $10 of each of the other 25. All right, easy. So that will be, once all of these positions are filled up to 25 positions, $250, and then that will Once I've done that, that will say $750. Now, I'm going to keep that $750 in there just in case any of these positions drops down X amount of percent. Alright, if it drops down maybe 10%, I'll allow that to auto DCA. So then it'll take another $10 or so from that $750 and it will DCA that position that has gone down more than X amount of percent, 10%, 15, 20, whatever I set it to, alright? And it will DCA that position. And that's what this reserve fund is for. And that's why that was a good question. No, I'm not using the whole $1,000 to generate that, alright? That would be dangerous. I need money in reserve for DCAs. If I allowed this bot to open 25 positions and use all of that $1,000, dangerous. If crypto crashes, and it often does, everything is going to go down all at once. All of the altcoins are going to follow it. Bitcoin can drop 10% and the altcoins can go down 20, 25, 30%. You need to be ready with funds on the sidelines to DCA any positions that do drop enough. Alright? So that's why I say a quarter or a third of my funds are open in open positions at any one time, unless, of course, after they all DCA. And then maybe I would have half of my funds. So this might say $500, and I might have $500 in play in my 25 positions. All right, and that allows me to keep that $500 in reserve, protected, just in case the market crashes once again. I can do another DCA. All right, and then I'll have around $250 remaining after 2 DCAs. This is approximate numbers, guys. After 2 DCAs, I'll have around a quarter of my money still in reserve. Beautifully safe, guys. Wonderfully safe. So then the market crashes again. Then I can do one more DCA. Alright? How many times have you known crypto markets to crash 3 times in a row like that? It's not often, guys. Alright? And if worst comes to the worst, and you do run out of money eventually because you have DCA'd a couple of times or 3 times, you can always add more money anyway, which I recommend doing. Don't start with just 1,000 and leave it at that and expect millions of dollars in 2 years. If you get the opportunity to add money to your bot, you should do that and increase your position sizes. You'll make more. Alright? So, good question there from my referral on Skype. I'm glad you asked it. Thanks, mate. And it was also a question, the same question was asked 4 or 5 hours ago on my channel, on my YouTube channel, in the comments. It's, I think I can't read it. T Wonder, mate. Your investment calculator works only if Cryptohopper decides to use all of your invested balance and get you the 1.05% return, right? No, not quite. I've just explained it, right? It's using a quarter or a third of your money to generate that 1.05% average return. That is correct. If it doesn't use the whole balance, then it will get you 1.05 on just the amount it decided to trade. I'll just click on read more. If I am wrong, please explain. Thanks. Well, there's your explanation, buddy. Good question, though. I like that. That is not an idiotic thing to ask. It is a perfectly reasonable question. But to come back to me and say, no, I've used my ChatGPT and that says you'd only make $20 in 2 years. ChatGPT doesn't get it wrong. Well, it does get it wrong if you program it wrong. If you type the wrong things in there, give it the wrong calculations to use. No. And that excuse, that old excuse that these websites are created for crypto, to lure people into crypto. What a ridiculous argument. Absolutely moronic. I cannot believe the idiocy of some people. Anyway, so, oh, it's crashing again. Am I worried? No, I'm not worried. I'm not worried, A, because that's nothing. Look at that. It's 50 cents. It's around 50 cents on a $10 buy order. I kind of want that to crash more. Now, bear in mind, this is only my paper trading, but it doesn't matter. It's just a testing strategy. Yeah, because look what Bitcoin's doing right now. It's coming down a bit, and all the other cryptos are obviously responding and coming down as well. Just copying Bitcoin, right? There you go. So that's perfectly normal. And in fact, you know, with my real money bot, when positions do get right down like minus 20%, I like that, because it gives the opportunity to buy more crypto cheaper. Even though it looks scary when you see loads of red here, you think, oh no, I've lost money. You have not lost a penny until you click that sell button, guys. You only have to sell it and then you've lost money. And I never ever do that. Alright? And that's why I also never use stop loss, because I use auto DCA. Now this bot has not filled up 25 positions yet. It's just started 4 hours ago, and it's using a 4-hour strategy, and I'm not expecting massive results in 24 hours. But you know, over say a week or two, it should do well, because that's long enough to give it a proper sample. Guys, if you want the secret sauce, if you want an average, guys, you're not getting 1.05% every single day. I wish you could, but you will not. You will get your 0% days, like today. Yeah, look at this bot, started 4 hours ago. It's 50 cents down. If I sold everything, I would have lost, I would get back $999.48 out of that $1,000. I would have lost 52 cents. If I sold everything now, then I have lost. But I'm not selling. I'm letting it do DCA. And that's how you should be, guys. When your market tanks, that is a blessing in disguise. Even though you're looking at your positions and you're going, oh my God, no. Don't worry. I have configured the bot in the secret source settings extremely well. And it took me from $630 up to $25,000 in the last bull market, while taking money all out along the way and reducing my compounding power, right? Damaging my calculations, yeah? Putting a dent in my profits, and I still made 25 grand. All right? And at the end of the bull run, I had my 25 grand all withdrawn into crypto and into the bank, and spending for paying bills and etc. And I still have bags that have not sold yet from the last bull run, and I still walked away with 25,000 and taking the money out. So triple whammy. Took loads of money out, had some bags at the end of it, and you know, it's awesome, guys. Compounding is brilliant, and you can do it. Get the secret sauce. 1.05% average per day. Not every day. 0% today. Look at this. I call this 0% because, you know, I haven't lost anything. I've not lost a penny. This can go down to minus 20%. I haven't lost a penny. It DCAs. Right? DCAs comes back up to minus 10% after a DCA. Spend another $10 when this is 20% down. It means it's now minus 10% down. So it doesn't have far to go up to sell in profit. And because it's a larger position, it makes me more profit than this would. It's beautiful thing, guys. It's wonderful. So don't listen to people who are not the sharpest tool in the shed. I can't believe this guy. He's seen my results. He's seen my cryptos. He's seen my portfolios. He's seen what I'm doing with the bot. He's watched my videos. Yeah, I've spoken to him many times over the last few years about it. He's seen what I'm doing. And he's still saying his chat GPT is never wrong. And I can only make $20 in 2 years with $1,000 at 1.05% average profit per day. What on earth is he on? Was he drunk? I don't think he was. Seemed quite sober to me. So it got me aerated, and I had to come and answer it. I had to make a video because, you know, I do get in sometimes people like that, and I have to deal with it. Look at that, that's dropped a little bit more now. It's got because of these are dropping. Look, not worried. I want them to drop more so I can DCA. Okay guys, secret sauce down in the link below this video in the description. Let me know on Skype if you buy a plan through my link. I will give you the secret sauce settings videos for free, no extra cost to you. That's something as well, guys. You do not pay extra for Cryptohopper for going through my link. And also, if you go through somebody else's link, are they going to give you the secret sauce? They don't have it. Only I do. You try getting help off other people, even when you sign up with their link, they won't even reply to you. I know for a fact because I've done it before in the past. Okay guys, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you again in the secret sauce, or I'll see you again in the next video. I feel a bit calmer now that I've explained all this in the deep dive. I do. I was getting all stressed about it earlier because I don't like arguing with idiots. I really don't like arguing. I'm wasting my time. I'm going to have a bloody heart attack if I continue doing that. Alright guys, bring on Bertie. I'll see you again next video. Bye bye guys.